23. We are here in Oceanside, California. I'd like to introduce you to my friends Demetrius, Christman, and Tone D. Mack, both comedians here at the San Diego scene. Let's get into it. What's up, guys? Good afternoon.
What up, bro? How you feeling?
How you doing? What's up, man? How you doing? Blessed days.
Sebastian.
That's it. We are here at the Oceanside Sports and Bar Brewery. I messed that up. The Oceanside Bar and Grill.
Yeah,
Oceanside,
Outside Sports Bar and Grill.
Oceanside Sports Bar and Grill.
Yeah.
You guys are locals here. You've had a couple shows.
Had
Go on.
plenty of shows.
How are those going?
It's going good. It's going good.
This is fake.
Yeah.
It's a real mic.
Our shows are going very well. It's not plugged in anything. We've been doing shows here for a long time. So we started on Mondays. We started shows on Monday. Started as an open mic.
When did that start?
Like a year and a half ago, about 18 months.
Almost 2 years.
Yeah.
Almost
I
2
feel like a little post-COVID.
Yeah.
It was after COVID.
So
Okay.
we started on Monday, and that was the slowest day. So it was like, let's do Mondays. And I will say Mondays were a trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
Good and bad. There's some good moments. There are some terrible moments as well.
Yeah.
But we formulated things like, you know what? We're just going to switch it to Thursdays. We just thought that was a better way because we both felt like we were ready to just take it to like a new level.
I like that, yeah. So it started off as a mic, or was it directly a show, like at the beginning?
Started off as
An open mic, yeah.
That's cool.
I think the first one was a show.
The first was
The
the first
one was a show.
And
The first ever one we did was a show.
yeah, like you said.
Yeah, the first ever one we did was a show. That was lit. That was lit though. That was lit. The first one was
It
lit.
was like, let's do it. Let's
That's
do
how
it.
it always goes. It's
Yeah.
always the first time you do the new shit's
And
lit.
then we did it as an open mic every Monday.
Cool.
Every Monday, open mic.
For like a solid couple months.
Year and a half.
For a long
Oh,
time.
year and a half on
Yeah,
Mondays,
yeah.
and then they
Practice
switched
it, bro. Really try to practice, honing in the hosting skills, honing in the improv. crowd
Improv,
work.
like time, like there were times where I was on like 30, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the basis of the show now, it's like, is it more stand-up or like a crowd work?
It's a
Like-
variety show, so we like to do
Okay.
everything. Well, not everything, but we like to do multiple things. So we'll do crowd work, improv, or like we play sketches on the TVs occasionally.
Yeah, I've
But
seen a
we
couple
want
of
it to.
those.
Thank you. We want it to be to where you kind of don't know what you're getting into when you buy the ticket,
Ooh, that's fun.
so that
Yeah, so the next one's like just
you can
as
come back next week.
spicy and
Come back every
entertaining.
single week.
It's gonna be different every
Always
single
something new.
week. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Cool, sweet. Well, it just so happens to be that I'll be on the next one next Thursday. So what time does that start?
Starts at 9 every Thursday.
9 every Thursday.
Oceanside Sports Bar and Grill.
On the Coast Highway here in Oceanside, San Diego, California.
Yeah, dude, how'd you get booked on that show, dude?
I don't know.
I think
Networking.
I think it's networking. Yeah. Give me all your podcasts. You're never doing shit in this town, bitch.
I love it. Well, I wanted to grab you before you left town, man.
Yeah,
like,
man, I'm headed to
you're
Chicago,
about to go
man.
to Chicago.
Headed to Chicago. I'm gonna be at the Second City Improv for 1 year, you guys. So make sure you come check me out. I'm gonna try to act. Try is the key word of that sentence, you guys. So
I was thinking earlier, I wanted to know whether or not you guys were more into like SNL or In Living Color.
Mad TV.
Really?
Mad TV is my favorite sketch comedy
Wow,
show.
okay.
And Dave Chappelle show.
Totally forgot to throw that into the mix.
If
But
you're just talking about like sketch comedy,
I was thinking like cable network television sketch
In
comedy.
Living Color was before its time. It was a great sketch show.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had next would be Mad TV.
Slash Chappelle show.
Chappelle show. But I'm saying like
Mad TV was first.
what I watched first, like what I gravitate towards first
yeah.
was I've never been a big fan of SNL.
Really?
Never been.
They have good sketches sometimes. Like they have ones I can name.
I grew up on their early stuff. Like,
How old are you?
I'm 29. I'll be 30 next month. But when I was like 12 or 13, my dad got me the first season of SNL. So it was like I think Carlin or Pryor was the first host.
Oh wow.
Like the old Land Shark episode. I still love like that. There was Chevy Chase. It was like Jim Belushi. It was just the old super squad.
Yeah, that was a good time for SNL.
Mhm. Yeah, so that was probably like, I wonder which one. That's the oldest one, right?
Yeah.
When did Mad TV start doing like physical?
90s.
That was like 97.
They've
Like,
made
it was
cartoons
late.
forever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a.
Was that it?
It was like magazine.
Yeah, Mad Magazine.
Yeah, they had Mad
Always had the
Magazine
crazy
first.
cover with that funky dude. That's the face I was trying to do. I don't know if I
No, you kind of did it.
But
You
yeah.
kind of did. You kind of look like that nigga for real. You shaved your hair, you look like him.
Slept on sketch show that people don't look about is The Amanda Show, and all
Wow.
that. All that.
Underrated. I absolutely
both
love it.
were
It's
sketch
actually-
shows.
They're really good sketches because they're for kids.
Do you
Yeah,
remember
if you think
Popcorn
about it.
Pants? Like on the Amanda Show, there was a sketch
Popcorn Pants.
where there was like, oh man, I wish we had popcorn. Some kid's like, don't worry. It hits a button and it starts making popcorn in his pants. And they rip it open butt first and start eating this popcorn, shoving butter and chocolate in there. But then I'm just thinking, as an adult now, rewatching,
Yo,
that
they
would
were-
hurt your legs. Like
Bro, they were really good sketches, bro.
They were
Like,
funny.
They were so funny. Like
the girls' room.
remember Repairman?
Repairman was
From
great.
the Repairman, they had
Bring out the dancing lobsters. They had like the court scene.
They have so many
Judge Trudy.
quotable sketches.
Am I
bro.
right?
Like so many quotable sketches that are really good, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like those what I gravitated towards. Like as a kid, I was like, I seen that, and then once Chappelle Show came out, I was just like, okay, that's the ultimate sketch show. Like there's no better.
That was probably because like I suppose as a kid watching like all that or Amanda Show, it was definitely like toned down comedy because they couldn't obviously go to the lengths like
like
Chappelle
imagine
Show
them,
did,
imagine them doing
yeah,
that now.
if they did it as adults.
Yeah,
like,
oh, it'd be
my
insane,
gosh.
bro.
They kind of, yeah.
Aren't they redoing something like that?
But
I don't know.
you just they need to stop
Think some of the All That
recreating things and just do new shit.
Right,
Stop
right.
recreating
I agree with that.
new shit. Like if that whole entire sketch like cast got together and did something new, everybody would watch it. They don't
Right.
have to recreate the same
That's
thing.
we're like the new Keenan and Kel. They're
Yeah, that's
doing,
what I was thinking.
Bro,
they're
like-
doing Good Burger too.
All right, Good Burger.
What do you think about that? Like,
you can't top what's already.
oh, it was so
It
good.
was so good. Like
so good.
you can't retop that, bro. Like it's not gonna happen.
to Good Burger.
Like
Oh,
the first
wow.
one is always
So,
like, bro, like
Now I wonder. Sometimes they take a movie though where, like a sequel can find its way. Like they don't try and make like, it's almost a different plot.
yeah.
Or,
But like think about like the movie The Matrix, right? The first
Right.
one is OG. You can't top the first one. Like even the third one was really good. It's just it's not better than the first one, bro.
yeah, it's hard to view like a trilogy versus a single.
Yeah,
Like any
like-
kind of series. There's some sequels that I think outweigh the original. Like
Like
it's a
what?
very limited. I remember thinking about this earlier. There was one in particular, because I was trying to think of remakes, and we couldn't think of any. But there was a couple sequels.
Like Halloween, right?
Halloween,
Like-
2. I think almost maybe like Friday the 13th. If we're going more that road.
Okay.
I like Friday the 13th Part 2 because that was the first time Jason's actually the killer in the movie. His mom's the killer in the first movie.
Yeah.
But
Perfect for Halloween right now.
it's super fun. Gosh, there was a really particular movie that I had in my head where it was like, this one absolutely outweighs the first, but yeah, it's all good.
Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
The first one's OG. Like you
Nah,
can't
I'm
like
talking shit, yeah.
like the
Who's your
first-
favorite Spider-Man?
Who's my favorite? The first one.
Nah.
Peter Parker?
Yeah.
Steve
You're Peter Parker. You're
Tobey
Peter Parker.
Maguire.
You're Peter Parker.
The first one. I hate Miles Morales.
Yeah, right.
That's oddly weird to say. He's the first black guy. You gotta support the local fucking guy.
The local
How do you like
black guy? I gotta
Yes,
support
yes,
the local
yes,
guy?
that guy. You can't. How do you not fuck with Miles Morales, bro?
No. I don't not fuck with him. It's
I
just
think
Peter
that-
Parker. I know him longer.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
There's so many amazing memes that came out of the first Spider-Man.
Yeah,
So
this
honestly,
was incredible.
if I'm gonna be 100,000 with y'all, I don't even fuck with Spider-Man, bro. I fuck with
Really?
Wolverine. That's my nigga.
Wolverine?
Wolverine, bro. Hey,
it.
if you could, bro.
They get claws and then like, come on,
Yeah.
stop it.
What's Spider-Man gonna do to him?
He do have hella powers. Though. Wolverine.
He got-
do.
Wolverine's
Powers.
indestructible.
He's
Like he can't.
And he
die.
can't die.
Yeah, he can't die.
yeah,
He has to see everyone around him die, which is
that's
sad.
great, bro.
That's
Yeah,
so-
that
My
means
man's
he's
coming like.
You remember when him and
Shit.
Sabretooth were
Like,
homies
Hugh-
and they had that intro?
What's his name?
scene
Hugh
or-
Jackman. Just
Yeah.
like, come on, stop it, bro.
I think Ben Keltner kind of looks like
got
Wolverine.
some- yeah, no powers.
yeah, his powers were having no
or just any
powers.
muscle in general.
yeah.
Just any muscular.
Being able to open any door except the door of opportunity. I'm just kidding. I love you, Ben.
Best Spider-Man though, Tom Holland.
No
Tom Holland?
way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah. I wouldn't say the best.
I like Toby.
Toby's
And
like
Andrew
Toby.
Garfield did cool
Andrew
too.
Garfield.
So,
I think he's the third.
He's the
I think
third one.
Tom is second. I'd put Toby first.
Like Toby. Like Toby is cool. Like we grew up with Toby, but like
Right.
now it's like
he's
somebody-
definitely a 30-year-old man. Like
It's
watching it,
yeah,
I'm like this nigga's
watch,
old.
on the new one, bro. I was like, bro, you old as fuck. You can't even
old
like.
as fuck, bro.
I heard in the first movie that part where he catches Mary Jane and catches all the food in that tray. That's a real take. They really they filmed it like 137 times.
That's crazy.
Which is insane. May I have?
That's how we be filming. Like, that's how we film. Like, no, we gotta get the best take.
Don't pass it to that.
I was about to say it'd be pretty fun to
We don't pass it to you the whole show.
Oh, we're supposed to pass it to him?
Yeah.
It's okay. I understand.
He looks like he smokes more than weed, bro. Come on, man.
I just told you the
I
weed
didn't-
that
I
we're
didn't-
smoking.
I didn't know that like.
Someone told me I look like I sell really high quality cocaine. I was like,
Nah, you look like you sell really low quality
low
heroin,
quality.
nigga.
Yeah, some baking soda.
Nigga, you got a
Mine-
Band-Aid on your
it
face,
just-
my boy.
That's why I'm looking this way. I got bit by a spider. Please leave me alone. Yeah, I got bit by a spider. I'm just waiting for my powers to activate. But so far, I'm just not funny.
I'm waiting for the venom to activate so you can just die mid fucking podcast.
My outfit starts changing from blue to black. Oh man.
See you later, Ricky.
Again, shouts out to Outside Sports Bar and Grill. Thanks for having us.
We need
Oh,
that
man.
free marketing.
Here in the free market, we need a little bit of free market.
We're taking sponsors. Well, I don't know if anybody sponsors your podcast. Sponsors.
Oh, it is sponsored by Liquid Death. Thank you so much for consuming our product.
Sponsored by Liquid Death.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big sponsor.
That's
This
a
is
big
a
sponsor, yeah.
this is a Martha Stewart OG candle. They did a Martha Stewart collaboration, so it's like this is a real candle.
Well, you burnt. Oh, okay. You actually used
I
it.
singed it once because I wanted to do a promo like when I first got it, and it wasn't worth it.
I think it's about time to clean it, don't you think?
No,
that
adds to
motherfucker.
the
Hey, that
spookiness,
nigga needs some lotion. That shit ashy as a bitch.
Yeah, oh, that's fun. What was when you were kids? Did you like Nickelodeon, Disney, or Cartoon Network?
I fucked with like Toonami, Cartoon Network.
Okay.
But I liked kids. What is it? CW, Kids WB.
Oh, really?
Okay, I used to fuck
The
with like
CW, like
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Warner Brothers
Yeah.
and
That was
you-
cool, yeah.
I
okay.
used to fuck with Yu-Gi-Oh.
They
heavy.
they also
That
had
was
like
kinda-
fighting
I forgot about
foodons.
that.
I remember fighting foodons.
No, I
Finding
don't remember that
Foodon?
one.
It was like the food, the
Mm-mm.
food that is like all the characters like food, and they all like had like ninja powers, and they would fight.
What?
That shit was so hard, yo.
What was that one? The Shaolin monk one.
That was hard
Ooh.
too.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
The
I
Shaolin.
can't believe I've never seen fighting foodon.
There was Code.
Oh, they
Lyoko
also-
Shaolin
with
Showdown.
that. Yeah.
They also had Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
Remember that? That was
it
crazy.
The talisman one.
Yeah, that shit was hard, bro.
And there was that one I forget on Disney Channel, that kid who had the dragon powers. I forget.
And you know what?
Jackie-
that was American
was it
Dragon. No, that
American
was American
Dragon.
Dragon.
Jake Long, Jake
But
Long.
you know what?
Jake
back
Long.
in the day, back in those
That was
cartoons,
hard.
That was cool.
Jake Long was hard. Until they changed the anime and then made it
Yeah.
weird. Like we was just like, nah, where's the original drawings? Bring them. They tried to like animate it. Like, nah, bro. Like, keep it the same. Y'all fucked it up.
Nah, something about that. Back in the day, you used to be able to take something from like every cartoon.
Right?
Like Jackie Chan would teach you about like Asian culture. I felt like I was learning about Asia
Yeah.
inadvertently. You know, they fucking the Talisman and Year of the Dragon, Kung Fu's Chinese. Like, oh shit, I thought it was. You know.
His uncle was like, Chucky. That shit's
Yeah.
so funny.
Now you just
Like,
learn about fucking homosexuality in every single show.
SpongeBob was like, "You're gonna work in a fast food restaurant for the rest of your life."
Oh yeah, that was getting us
It'd
ready.
be
for-
miserable.
SpongeBob, greatest cartoon ever invented.
We all turned into
Nah.
Squidward.
I'm serious.
Do you think it's up there, like number one?
It has to be. Bro.
Simpsons, bro.
Nah,
Simpsons
it's
is
like,
way better.
Like SpongeBob, like
Top
literally
three cartoon.
It's number like it's in the top 3,
I would say top 3.
but it's
SpongeBob's up there.
I've like went
Shout
number
Shout out
one.
to Steven
number one.
Hillenberg.
SpongeBob.
Fuck you, Travis Scott, for ruining that Super Bowl where they almost played the song. You remember that? They almost did it. It was like. It was
Like-
gonna play that like da na 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 the Bubble Bowl song, but it was like whip wah, whip wah, whip wah. Oh, he didn't go. Yeah, we in sicko mode. It was just like no.
So
They
you-
were
you-
so close.
You would have rather had them sing the SpongeBob
Yeah.
anthem at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like,
Then sicko mode. Yeah.
wow.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro.
I mean, like,
Because then the NHL did it like a month later and it blew up. It was like, they did it. They, like, this could have been the NFL. That's why they're failing. And no one
I mean,
watches
NFL
football anymore.
yeah.
That's not even true.
It's dead. Because of that SpongeBob.
No one's ever watched the NHL. There's no way the NHL is doing that better than the NFL.
Yeah.
That's probably
No way.
also true.
No way.
It's a very diverse.
That'll be the day white dudes take over the NBA.
Yeah.
That's same fucking day.
It's the same as hell freezing over. I love that. It's just.
Like,
Never happened.
There are some black dudes in the
Need a
NHL.
time machine to go back. Are there black dudes in the NHL? There's got to like that seems like it's a more
Yeah, but they grew up in like
factor.
Minnesota.
Yeah, right.
Just do the voice.
They were the
Black
one.
on the inside.
It's like
The one in
Minnesota,
town.
Minnesota.
That's cool. When I was growing up in Connecticut, there was one black kid in our town. It was my next door neighbor. He was like my best friend. His name was Jamal. It was cool. He was actually the last person to ever say. I know you're looking at him like that, but like he was a good kid.
I don't believe this nigga no more.
He was
the most generic name.
His name was DeAndre.
His name was Jamal Savory, and he was the last person to
His
ever.
whole government, like.
I'm sorry, bro.
Jamal,
But-
I'm sorry you had to be a part of this.
He was the last person to ever say anything nice to my dad in person. So I just got like, I'll never forget that.
What did he say?
The last day my dad was like ever like conscious. Like I was late for school, and I was like, "Can I get a ride?" And he's like, "Yeah, of course, man." But I gave him an attitude about it. It's
Your
like,
dad?
yeah. So I got in the car and I was ready, and then Jamal comes next door. He's like, "Hey, Mr. Fowler, like I'm late too. Can I get a ride?" And my dad was like, "Sure, man. Like, come on in." He was super nice. So we got to the school. And then, like, we got there, we got out of the car. Jamal was like, "Thank you, Mr. Fowler, for the ride." And then he's like, "No problem, dude." And he walked away. And then I looked at my dad, and then just like mean mugged him and slammed the door, and I walked away. That was like the last time I ever saw him.
Damn, that's
So I
sad.
think about that shit often. Like when I went back to Connecticut, we met up and smoked a blunt, and he's still there, like just doing his thing out in Connecticut. But that place sucks. So
That was the day Jamal was like, "That was the only day I knew what it's like to have a dad." Okay, let me stop. Let me stop. I had to. It was
I'm
right
pretty
there.
sure he had a dad. I don't know.
He
Might have
grew up
been his
in
uncle.
Connecticut. I know he had a dad and an uncle
Yeah.
and a mom.
What do you know about Connecticut?
I know it's full of Caucasians and the one black dude named Jamal. That's
Surprisingly.
the number one thing I know about
I hope he
Connecticut.
watches this.
I don't know the capital. I don't know a sports team. You don't even have a sports team. There's like 35 states. That's the
We
New
won
England-
last year.
That's
The
the New
Huskies-
England Patriots.
the Huskies
45 small states.
Won the
Y'all
NCAA
niggas share
conference.
one team.
We beat San Diego in the conference in March.
That doesn't mean anything to me. I'm not from here. Fuck San Diego. They suck. I'm from Ohio. Beat Ohio State.
He left Ohio for a reason.
Nah,
Same
yeah.
as I left Connecticut.
No, Ohio's terrible. It is terrible.
Have you seen the opening act?
No, you told me about it.
Dude, it's sick.
You told me about it. I looked it up.
Have you seen it?
That's as far as I got.
No.
The opening act?
No,
It's a Steve Byrne film. Directed, I forget the name of the main kid who's in it. Like he's in a bunch of comedic roles, but
Oh, Jimmy O Yang or something.
Jimmy O Yang, yeah, he's like the main kid. It's about this kid from Columbus who basically is doing open mics every night, not really going very far, and he gets the opportunity from who's the dude who's in The Hangover, the Asian guy, John something.
The doctor from The
The doctor from The Hangover. Yeah, he's playing like his also an open mic comic, but he's supposed to host the Improv in Philly and basically can't make it, so he offers the gig to this kid, to Jimmy, and he quits his job. Like Bill Burr is his boss at this insurance place, and he asks his boss like, "Hey, can I get the weekend off? I have a really big opportunity," and he's like, no. So he quits his job to like go pursue this like improv gig
Felt that.
in Philly. Yeah, it's real. So he like goes down there, and it's basically they try to take you through a whole weekend of like doing good at a show, doing bad at a show. There's this character Billy G, played by Cedric the Entertainer, who he's looked up to his whole life, and kind of learns like meeting your idols sucks sometimes because they're not always like as
Oh, yeah,
what you think they are.
Yeah.
So it's a really cool story of like, but the whole cast is played by comedians like Tom Segura, Bill Burr, Natasha Leggero, Steve Byrne. Yeah, like it just goes down the list. But it's like 4 comics, by comics. Super cool movie, just about like and then at the end there's a really cool credit scene where everybody's talking about like, yeah, before this I was doing that, and just like kept trying. I think it's not Ron Funches, it's just this other Roy Wood Jr. He said he used to work at a Golden Corral, and if comedy ever doesn't work out, he's going to go right back to the Golden Corral because he loved that job.
I mean, honestly, Joe's Crab Shack is one of those jobs for me.
Yeah, really?
I worked at Joe's Crab Shack for like 5 years. It's not the worst. It's a terrible name when you say it out loud.
Yeah.
And that's their fault, but honestly, it's a good place to
It's a
work
good place?
at. Yeah, I mean, For what?
I don't know if I've ever been to a Joe's Crab Shack.
It's
Do you have a job
expensive
like
now.
that, like an old gig?
I have two.
This nigga's got 36 old gigs.
I've had 30, like all the jobs I've had 32 jobs.
Right.
Right. So, favorite jobs would be Buffalo Wild Wings
Okay.
and AT&T.
Really? That one through. Were you doing sales or like?
I was doing sales.
Okay.
So either one of those are like my two favorite jobs.
How do you do sales on phones? Like,
4 phones.
niggas need phones. You don't
You're
have
on
to
a
sell
phone.
me. If you're in the store,
I don't need it. I'm on the phone.
If you're in the
You need the new shit. You need the every time Apple drop a phone.
You're about those upgrades.
You need to upgrade. People come in, like be like, they come in the store, they be like, look, when the new iPhone come out,
And
and
then
they're like, yo,
that was-
that shit come out 8 months from now. Like I need that right now. Let me pre-order it right now. Like, so you want to pre-order it? Like, Apple didn't say nothing, and they used to be in the store like, yo, it come out 8 months from now. Like, I don't know nothing about it. That's how they like people.
Ooh, that's kind of cool. Yeah.
People are like, literally crazy. It's like, all right, look, I checked it out.
Do you really think they're getting better?
No,
absolutely not.
they're
It's
just
the same thing.
It's
I've
the
had
same
phone
thing
for-
every
Over and over.
We like
There's another circle.
You want the new updates. You want every time a new phone come out, they just giving you more updates.
Nah, me, I got an iPhone 10.
Bro, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy
got
how
an
like the psychology and what they put in their phones. Like Apple owns like literally 60% of like the market shares of like for phones. So 60% of people
That's
have
crazy.
iPhones.
But it's like the biggest company in the world.
Is that a
Yeah.
monopoly? That's the monopoly.
No,
kind.
it's not. I mean, they
No,
they
60%.
can't.
It's the majority.
It's
not
the
a monopoly.
majority. But like that's
That's
like
wild.
like when I was working at AT&T, they were telling me, it's like, bro, like everybody coming here want an iPhone. It's so hard to sell people on like I would make
Unless they're conservative. Then it's very
look,
easy. I don't freeze.
I would make way more money
Right, yeah.
selling Androids than I would make selling an iPhone.
My dad doesn't have an iPhone, but it's because he's like, I don't want to be like them. You know, it's one of those situations. I swear to God, anybody who has an Android, it says more about them.
It's,
trust me.
yeah.
Says
How
more
many?
about them.
I have a, oh,
Go ahead.
no, you're good. I'm curious.
I was gonna say like for me personally, like trying out phones, Androids are way better phones than iPhones. 100% better. Than
Truthfully, yeah, no, they're just
100%
like
better than iPhones. They just do
the computer
more.
software's better.
It's just so much
Lasts
better.
longer, bigger
Like,
battery.
but when you see an Android
the
phone,
name behind it, it's just.
Honestly, the interface.
It's that blue
like-
text or that green text.
like if iPhone made an Android phone, like iPhone, just do what Android's doing.
Because
Like,
you can download like the
Yeah.
Apple apps.
yeah, like, but
right?
it's like they're
There's some, yeah, they're all available. Most of them are on the Play Store too.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
are exclusive, but it's very rare. And there's also
I think
the
it's
other
just
way around
iMessage.
too, where there's exclusive stuff on
yeah. They
Samsung
just need
that they don't
we
have.
just need the iPhone. The iPhone, like, why is it that we just can't get green bubble like
There's
blue
so
bubbles with Android text? Apple, put this in y'all new software. It's
Real
so easy.
deal. The fact there's not a micro SD card for your photos.
Right, that's
bullshit.
crazy. Stop it.
The replaceable battery can't do it. Like bullshit.
Yeah.
The charger like doesn't. It's
Which
so
in
unique that
Europe,
it
I
doesn't.
think they
They
a
made that
mandate
illegal, right?
to where you have to be able to let them change their battery out.
Yeah.
So in Europe, the phones, from what I don't know if this is true or not, you guys, you got to fact check. I hear it's either
Any
coming-
Europeans out there?
Hey,
Yeah.
we got an audience in Switzerland.
They're watching, man.
Yeah, so I hear that that's gonna that's a thing that they're gonna have to like make it to where you can put batteries, like exchange batteries on iPhones.
I'm very curious. What was your first taste of Apple?
It was sophomore year. I wanted it so bad because I had Androids. And
Oh
so-
no! I'm talking pre-phones. Like, what was your first Apple product? Like from whether it was like a
Nigga, I ain't old.
iPod,
Definitely
iPod
iPod.
Nano.
I had
the Shuffle.
iPods. I had the iPods. My mom
They were
had
at lunch.
one.
They went
Like
through
you know
a
what I'm
bunch.
talking about? The original like iPod where you could go
Yeah,
like that with
there
it.
was
Yeah.
one with no screen. That was the first
I
one.
wanted that one
Had
so
no
bad.
screen.
That was one.
That was old. That was
Yeah,
old. Where it
You
just
talking
like a
about the
little
shuffle?
button.
No, that one.
No,
sucked.
I'm not. I'm talking the
That
first
nigga
guy.
broke.
I don't think the first one. No, maybe it did. It only had text.
No, because you
Was there
used to be able to
text on a
swap
box?
like go like that. I had
Yeah.
the original.
I know it.
iPod.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
that one was tight.
And then the video classic was when it changed.
Yeah,
That's
no.
when the music videos were available on it. You
Nah,
could like
just-
download videos.
Once
Well,
once they came out with the
Y'all are
iPod
a
Touch,
generation above me,
bro.
I
Once they
ain't
came
gonna
out with the
lie.
iPod Touch, it was over. It was iPod Touch was
That
literally
was
like
definitely it.
that. Once they did that, it was just like, bro, this is literally like a phone. Like I can just do the same thing I could do with an iPhone. I'm like,
So
what?
you just have to have the Wi-Fi.
Right. That's all
Yeah.
you need. You just need to be.
And it was way cheaper than having a phone. So
Yeah.
back in the day,
The
that
first
was
pod,
the
the
shit.
iPod was so cool.
But I never got I never fell into that because
Really?
it wasn't a phone.
Oh.
So I was like, but it's not
I
a phone,
loved it
though.
for music.
Bro,
and, like,
music
No, it
was
was
hard,
cool.
bro, because it's built for
It was
music,
cool.
bro. It's so tight, bro.
Like I ain't mad at it, but I was
Hard.
like, I might as well. If I only get one shot at this shit, I'm broke. Like if I get my mom to get me something, it ain't about to be no iPod, nigga. I need a phone. I need to be able to take that bitch with me. So the first time I got it, because I was in Team Android, I actually didn't have a phone for a long time because it got stolen. Like I got jacked twice, like 2 or 3 times in a short period of time, and my mom was like, "Yo, I'm not getting you another phone because these niggas out here they grind me."
Okay.
So my entire end of 8th grade year, like the 8th grade summer, all the way until 10th grade, I didn't have a phone.
Oh, wow.
I was on Facebook. That's how I got.
Yo, I was like, yo, no phone on Facebook.
AOL.
Facebook on
Facebook.
my laptop at the crib type shit. And
Let's just take his laptop with him every
Nah.
day.
I tell my cousin like,
There wasn't Wi-Fi. You gotta plug the router and cable into the thing.
let me log in.
It's a fat ass
You got no
computer.
backpack.
Let me use your iPod, bro. You got a phone? Let me use your.
Look at the glass.
Yeah,
You come
right.
in like, you trying to hack my shit?
Hey, you got
like,
LimeWire on that? Like,
he's like, yeah, I'm just downloading.
And I'm talking shit. Hey, your music suck, nigga.
downloaded some execute files real quick.
But nah, I didn't have a phone until my 10th grade year. That's when I finally got
Okay.
something. And my mom was like, "Yo, I was going
Was it a
out."
flip phone or was it a?
No, I had flip phones originally, but then the phone that got stolen
So
was.
you act like he hella more young than us. Like,
Yeah, you had a flip phone.
Yeah,
I
you
had a
flip.
flip phone with my first phone, but then I got the Samsung Moment, and that was the first Android to come out on Sprint. Because you remember back in the day, like everybody had their own.
Sprint.
Yeah, because
Yeah, remember Singular? That's AT&T.
But remember back in the
Gone.
day, like everybody had their own, like all the carriers had their own phones. So
Yeah,
like
right.
Verizon had the Droid.
Yeah,
That is
remember,
true.
like,
they
that was-
did.
I was like, oh, I wanted
It was an
the Droid.
exclusive
Yeah, yeah.
plan.
Yeah, and so like I wanted the
I had the
Droid.
Razor.
Yeah.
Like the,
Right.
I did
That
have
was
a, I
T-Mobile.
did have a Razor.
No, that was the Sidekick. That was
like
the Sidekick. Was
the
T-Mobile.
best phone that came out
Sidekick
was
was
the
dope,
Sidekick.
dude.
Was the Sidekick.
That
OG phone.
that thumb flip.
Bro, the
And then it
Sidekick
went,
is the best phone that you possibly can have, bro. The Sidekick 2, like the little.
I would
you
get
just
one now.
flip.
I would have it
Bro,
now. If they
it's
remade
hard, bro.
it, if
They should remake
they
it,
should
bro.
remake it with the touch capabilities of like.
Like there's so many things.
I would
that,
buy that right now.
Like why not? Like
I
it's
like-
an Android. It's an Android phone. Like you could do everything. Long as you can do all the Android functions. I mean, I don't see why not. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of phone sales too, I'll never forget that guy. Like after I got my Sidekick, I remember I wanted YouTube so bad. It was like the first thing I looked up, and it was like YouTube playback is not available on this device.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh man, like we're not quite there.
Yeah.
And then when I got my first like touchscreen phone with a keyboard, I remember the guy at the store.
That was hard.
When I tried to buy another one with a keyboard,
That's what I
he was
got.
like, "Don't get the keyboard, man. This is like you're not gonna want this." I'm like, "No, this is cool. I like the keyboard." And he's like, "I'm telling you, man, it's obsolete. Like it's gonna be like gone a little bit."
Yeah.
And
bro.
then, sure enough, like no one has a keyboard anymore.
That's- do you
BlackBerry died. Like, where are they?
BlackBerry just didn't know how to adapt. That's what it was. Like,
Are they
like,
still a thing?
Yeah, you know what I was thinking.
I feel like someone's rocking a BlackBerry right now. Some old fuck that just they can't adapt. They're like, this is as far as I got. I'm done.
like if BlackBerry knew, like if they made like the touchscreen phones, like a touchscreen BlackBerry, like you could have really competed. Like, but you just can't compete with Apple, bro. Apple just put something in. Apple just knew how to do it. Like
They branded. That's what
like,
they did. They
think about if like
some of
the
the best.
reason why I don't want to get like another phone is like iPhone is just way just easier to use, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like you just adapting to what everybody else is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
Well, they also put like this mask over the idea. All these phones are built by slaves in like another country. The cobalt is like mined in Africa. These terrible situations that people are like, it's so hazardous, but like everybody's rocking this phone, and we've developed our society to the point where everyone feels like they need it. Like you need
kinda
it to
do need it.
survive. Yeah, you
kinda
kind of
do.
see. Like that's at the point. You
It's
ever
not
like
a mentality. It's a reality.
you ever
motherfucker.
think you take a day off as a kid to celebrate not using your phone for like a couple of hours? Like, that's such a wild thing. You went to 10-year-old me right now.
I
and
do
you're like-
that now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
do
got-
that
Oh,
now.
you have to now.
Yeah.
You have to take that time off and like
you have
break
to
it off.
like,
But if you had, I'm just saying, imagine telling your younger self, like, hey, in the future, you're gonna spend so much time on your phone, like, you're gonna celebrate not using it. And you're like, what? My phone's attached to the wall. Like, I'm going outside.
yeah.
And that was just, back in the day, there was no access point. Like, we were the last generation of kids
Yeah,
to
'cause
just sort of be out.
You guys
And-
were, because by the time I went out, I had a phone. I had my phone
Yeah,
on
we
me.
just,
Like-
they're like, ah,
The only reason I didn't have a phone on me is because they were so popular that they were getting stolen all the fucking time. But if it,
Bro.
like no, nigga, I got jumped.
You just
Got
like
jacked,
you used to take like people used to steal phones and then just take the little SIM. The
Take
SD
SIM out.
Take the SIM out and put it in somebody else's phone. Boom, that's your phone, bro.
That's your
You
phone.
can
Or
delete
you
it.
sell it at the little corner store. You know, that was the thing. They would do that, and they would just sell them real quick.
Bro.
Like you could get into a phone easy.
You didn't
So-
even know back in the
There was
day.
a pass-
Or
Passwords.
when they rob you, they'll be like, "Nigga, what's your passcode?"
Yeah.
And then they'll give me the passcode, and then you open it up. Okay, cool. They put it in, and you know.
Nah, I'm gonna have to see what you about.
Uh huh.
I'm not gonna take my phone.
Nah, I got jumped by like 6
I
people,
literally
bro.
thought I was about to get jumped for like 0.2 seconds.
Oh, walking over
I
here.
looked in your eyes. I'm like, "You gonna take my phone? No."
It's like-
Sorry. And there it is. You're like, well, turns out, guys.
All right, well, that wraps it up, you guys. Seabass and the crew. Seabass and them. That's
Thought
what
I
it's
was
called.
cool. I'm so sorry.
Coming live from the
Here.
Seabass Nation.
Here on the Cancel Seabass podcast, we're gonna go ahead and
I'm talking to your Sebastian Knights. You ever watch WWE? They be doing like promos, like they talk to their audience and they call them like Sebastian Knights. I don't know.
I'll have that. I like me a Sebastian Knight.
He tried. He tried.
Baby. I gave it a. I have no idea what I'm doing. What got you guys into stand up? Like, let's just get out of this. Smooth transitions.
It was
Like
not
a-
smooth.
Like an ice cream sandwich with nacho cheese Doritos.
Nigga, did you just get your
You should.
paint infested?
It wasn't me.
What bitch you get the man? You got me. I'm trying to make a
You
joke.
can,
I'm
you can blame it on me. It's okay.
Yeah.
No, the story
You're
behind
fucking
this.
up my jokes now, guys.
The story behind this mic is really funny. Like, when I moved into my first place in OB, I lived with this couple for like 6. And the guy was cool, but his girlfriend did not like me, and she was very rude. But in the backyard, there was a door that was propped up with this mic as like a door stop outside. So this thing was in the rain for like months. And then when I moved out, I was like, I'm taking this shit. And I pulled it out, and the door finally closed. And I took it home, and I spray painted it. And I'm like, oh, sick. And it was on display forever. And then one day I was like, I should plug this in. And it totally works. The Shure SM58 is one of the best microphones available on the market today.
And this, you guys, is a prime example of why not to do meth in your early 20s.
I never did that. Of all the things I did, I never did meth. I'm very proud of that.
That's the one thing you didn't do, but everything else, 100% tried it. All right, bro. Let me talk. Have you ever tried fentanyl, bro? You ever
I don't
accidentally
think
did
so.
fentanyl?
No.
That's a weird question.
You know what? Actually,
Yeah, I gotta know.
it's a good question because I got
It's a good. He looks like he.
I got roofied on my birthday last year, and it's a good chance that maybe happened.
We were a smooth transition away.
We were almost out. Yeah.
we
No,
were
it's
in the
like-
All right,
pocket.
now let's.
I'll throw
let's-
myself under the bus for a little bit. I don't mind.
All right.
No, like it was my birthday. I got these guys know a little bit. I got roofied at this bar.
I thought you were about to say raped and then you switched it to roofie. You were like roofie.
I wish.
All right, let's switch up. All right,
No,
let's do something else. Sorry, bro.
That's okay. Basically, yeah, I just got like, it was bad. But that night in turn led to me like, I thought at this dive bar that I was spending all this time at. Like, you know, I'd work, and I'd go to the bar, I'd play pool with these people who I thought cared about me. This is
Why did you think that?
it was like, you know, we'd hang out every day. They know my name. Like we'd share like quality time together. I guess like just playing pool every day. But that's really all it was.
How old were you at the time?
This was last year, so I was 28, turning 29.
Oh, you too old
And,
for that, my boy.
Well,
You
just
gotta
playing
know
pool
these
at the
niggas.
bar, like.
Nah, they not your homies. They don't know you, nigga.
Well, if you go in there every day for a couple years, like you start to see the same people.
You start to
And
see.
I was also becoming like an alcoholic.
Yeah, I was about to say you start to see a
It was
pattern. That's what
yeah,
you
it was
see.
developed. It was definitely developing in a negative fashion. So, like the big critical moment was like my birthday. I was in the middle of a game of pool, like blacked out, woke up. My teeth were broken, my face was cut up. I'm like, what's happening? Like in my head, there was
they
no.
robbed your ass?
There was no like gap of consciousness. Like I remember closing my eyes and opening them again, and it was just I went from playing pool with a stick in my hand to like fruit, and I'm laying on the table with everybody around looking at me, and it was like I've only had like 4 drinks all day. This isn't possible. But yeah, my teeth were gone, my head, that's why I have a Harry Potter scar. And nobody took me to the hospital. It was like super embarrassing. I ended up like going to like a different bar and I made a fool of myself.
At that bar?
Yeah, well they kicked me out. They're like,
yeah, they
can't
kicked
come
you
back."
out, nigga.
Like,
How
so
would they
but
kick
here-
us
but
out?
so-
Somebody
all
did that
these-
here. We kicked them out.
Right,
So
no,
what
that's fair. but-
happened?
So,
What
okay,
happened?
basically what happened
If
is
they
like,
told you what happened, right?
no, so that's the whole point. This is like, it gets so out of pocket. Like, all these people there were my friends. It's like the main point of the story. Like, I really thought people cared about me, even whether it's just playing pool at a bar. No one had my back, not a single one. No one took me to the hospital. So I just ended up going to some other bar.
They didn't even call 911 or
Nothing,
anything?
dude. No one did.
But the thing is, it's not like their
Well,
responsibility. You know?
Someone could have helped me
They
because
could
they,
have helped
they
you.
knew that I'm not in a state of mind
But
where I could help myself.
People in California,
like
I've
they
noticed.
literally brought me out to a bench, put me on a thing, and I'm like hyperventilating, like dying. And then the security was just like, "Yeah, you can't come in." And none of all my friends just kept playing pool, and so I left and went to a different bar, made a fool of myself.
What is that? What is money for? What did you do? Like, did you put your dick
I'm
out?
not. No, I'm not sure. The whole point was like, yeah, I went to a bar that I used to work at, and then a week later I went back to that bar, and some random guy came up to me and was like, "Hey, were you here like a week ago, like all crazy and stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, like I got like drugs, and I'm really sorry if I acted a fool." He's like, "Oh, I thought you were homeless, bro."
Ah, man.
That stung. As I used to work there, and these are my friends, and it was like, dang, I made a fool of myself after that. And then no one at the bar, like at the one where I got hurt, like even checked in on me, like, "Are you okay? Like, I know that was bad, but are you alive?" And then I went back to the bar and I said, "Hey, like, can I have the footage? Like, what happened to my face? Like, did I fall? Did I get hit with a pool stick? Did I just get punched in the face? Did I collapse? Like, what happened to me?" And they're like, "You're banned from the premises, and you're never gonna see that footage." So they deleted the footage and banned me. And to this day, I have absolutely no idea what happened to my face or what happened to me that night. So it's like, damn, that sucks. But what happened is, like, I started spending that time that I was wasting just throwing away at the bar and going to comedy clubs like every night, because that became like my new kind of like sanctuary.
Oh.
And it was like, wow, these people, I think they actually have my back. Like, if I got hurt, like somebody here might actually be like, "This is hurt. We should do something." Like,
Maybe.
or like,
Maybe.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
Niggas in the club, they don't give a fuck.
Not all
either.
of them for sure. Like,
I don't
No, I mean, so, like it's like.
but basically it was just
I feel
this,
like what you're.
felt like it was a saving grace for me, kind of.
In my opinion, I just think there's a level, and I mean, if you don't want to keep going, we don't have to keep going. We can switch it up.
It's
But
okay. No, I don't.
There's a level of personal responsibility to where you also need to realize, like, you can't go to places expecting people to take care of you. You know, you need to take care of yourself and not put yourself in that situation.
I had rose-colored glasses on, and I saw them all as like my best friends in my head. Like, I could call them if I had an emergency, but it turns out I couldn't. That was all just like a big facade.
No, but what I mean is, it seems like you're putting yourself back in that situation because you're going to the comedy club saying, "Oh, well, these guys seem like they have my back," and it's like
It
it's
just
the same
feels
thing
more
happening again.
right. No, I'm trying to obviously like I'm taking better care of myself
life's not
too.
about feelings. Life's about reality, in my opinion. I mean, I know Tone doesn't agree with me on that. He's a spiritual guy, but nigga, you know, like I said, if you notice a pattern, my nigga, you gotta acknowledge.
I genuinely think there's people at the club that are better humans than some of the people that I was hanging out with over there, and I think that's fair. Got it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, guys. All right.
I feel bad for you. Now. You want this, my nigga?
Yeah.
Yo, take it.
Thank you, my friend.
I rolled that out just for you, apparently. I'll just drink my coffee. It's all good.
That's so funny. Have you heard Phil's bit about the
Let's,
saying fella?
let's talk about fucking something else, man. I don't like talking about local people in the scene when I'm talking to shit that anybody can see.
I like that.
I don't want to talk about that. Let's talk about
What's your end goal?
I wanted to have my own sketch comedy show, man.
Dang, that'd be sick. That's a great. You had that so fast.
I'm ready. I'm moving to Chicago. I'm going to
You
Chicago.
are doing this. You're
to
doing it,
do
man.
sketches for a year. See what happens there.
That is so cool.
Yeah, man.
Do you have things written like that? You're ready to get started
We have a
now?
couple. I have a few, but no, I want to take a fresh approach when I get there. Actually, I want to get there, spend some time in the streets of Chicago, like, you know, a week or two chilling, talking to people, going to clubs, and kind of just get a feel for, you know, that new city life. I'm from the Midwest, so I want to get back to my Midwestern roots.
Take it.
I want to get back to my Midwestern roots and kind of like feel it out a little bit, you know. I'm still gonna do stand up as well, so I want to do improv and then do stand up at night.
Ohio to California
Chicago.
to Chicago.
Yeah.
And what's after that? Stay
Probably
there?
back to LA, man. 'Cause
LA?
I need to be famous by then.
I like
You
that.
see me, nigga. Netflix, all that.
What he said. Yeah. Hell yeah, that's sick, man. I'm proud of you. I think it's really cool.
Thank you, bro. Yeah.
Second City's put out some of the most incredible people that have like ever touched, you know, like the scene as far as like comedy goes.
Exactly. That's kind of the idea behind it. I wasn't gonna just choose anywhere, you know. There's improv places in San Diego and stuff, but if I'm gonna, you know, kind of get out of what because I think I'm doing pretty well for a stand-up for, you know, a guy that's not like all, you know,
Yeah.
not like famous.
Just doing it.
You got a little
like
following.
staying
Got
around
a
the
little
local
following.
scene.
Got some people
Yeah.
who fuck with
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
So if I'm gonna do that and like leave that for a little bit, you know, because obviously I'm not gonna be able to put out stand-up clips as much. And, you know, I have to be on stage. But if I'm working at like getting my acting together, getting my act out, and acting under pressure,
Could definitely grow your fan base too.
and grow my talent, you know, and I feel like I'll be a more versatile comic. Even
Absolutely,
like
yeah.
a year ago, I couldn't do crowd work. Now I would say one of the top crowd work people in San Diego, you know, like
There you go.
just pick up a mic and just start talking.
It's true. Like taking an acting class, you know, it's not like it's going to hurt you.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. I took an acting class here in town. It actually was really cool. The guy said he'd like, you actually have kind of like a knack for this, but it's just really expensive, so I took a cheap thing.
Exactly, and so that's why I want to go to Chicago because it's like half the price.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was like
cheaper.
$300 a week here.
Yeah, it's cheaper. It's
Or
cheaper.
2 weeks or a month or after. It was too much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's cheaper over there.
But I feel like if you're gonna do something like that, you gotta be with the people that like.
Exactly.
Yeah, surround yourself with the pros. And then,
Exactly, because if
You'll
they
just be doing it
Steve
the other day.
Carell, Stephen Colbert, Tina Fey, people I could just name off the top of my head that I want to be like.
all came through.
You know what I mean? Of course, that's the place. You know.
Is that? That's not the one Amy Poehler started, right?
I don't know. It's the Second City. From
It's
what
like
I
something with an
understand,
umbrella, I think.
Was Second City was the one that created improv as we know it today. You know,
Right.
they're the classic.
That's the scene.
Yeah.
Improv is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because that's the thing. We did sketches for a year. We have a sketch on YouTube right now with like what 20,000, something like that. Views. That was like the biggest one we did.
That's
We've
cool.
done TikToks. Got
You
over a
know
million
what
views.
one was? It was the AT&T one.
Really?
Yeah.
We did it at AT&T.
Okay. I think I might have seen that
It all came full circle.
at the show that I came to. That
Yeah.
open mic I came to visit.
Yeah.
That went down. That's pretty cool. I had a question lined up. That's weed's good.
What's your end goal, Tony? You can't ask me and then not ask the other guy.
You're right. Sorry, I got stoned. I was just going
So-
more into the improv fun.
So I do want a late night writing show.
Sick.
Late
Like,
night, late night comedy.
Like Letterman style.
I mean, I was thinking more like, like yeah, kind of, sort of
And we're gonna call it Set the Tone. The tone.
Ooh, I like that.
set the tone.
That is dope. You have a really unique name.
Yeah.
That's nice. Be able to like play that in your favor.
Yeah.
What's-
It could be like Trevor Noah. You can do I can't think of the dude's name off the top of my head.
John
right now.
Oliver.
Keep naming. Not John Oliver. I do like John Oliver.
But that's set up.
like
Like
yeah,
sort of
Charlamagne
like
the God too. He's got his own kind of like.
desk-
He's got a show like
desk
that.
screen audience.
Yeah.
Sort
Yeah.
of.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I just like that type of like style of comedy where it's just for me. I know what I want to see when I like watch these type of shows. Like,
Cool.
their shows are very motivated to like they're political. They talk about stuff, but sometimes they just be missing things. I'm
Like we can
I feel
update.
like, well,
Yeah.
I think it'd be dope if we talked more about the culture. Now that we got, I mean, shit, if we're
Yeah.
talking about it, we
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
more about the culture.
Yeah.
Like Drake put out an album. Drake's got these things in his hair. Fucking. you
Drake's
know.
a hologram.
You got what's her name? Sexy Red. There's other things that we could talk
I don't know
about.
who that is.
like
Exactly.
Jimmy Fallon.
Instead of just
something
talking
like-
about the news and what's going
But
on,
like,
like
but shows like
Iraq,
that.
Israel. There's a lot of stuff we could talk about. I meant Palestine, Israel.
That's a heavy one.
But we could. But Iraq, just
I
like
literally know
we're comics,
nothing.
you know. You got nothing about it. I don't know.
I
just
don't
care
know
about
anything
it.
about what's happening.
I don't
Like,
want to know. I don't care.
Yeah.
I
Just
feel
sounds like
he-
it's really bad. I
they-
hope everybody's okay and the people stop fighting.
Yeah, no, fuck that. They've been fighting since before
I,
I've even been incepted. Like they've been fighting for so long.
It's been
Yeah,
like 6
well,
Americas. Like America's lived 6 times.
Palestine and Israel have been fighting since before. You know what I mean? Forever. If
Yeah.
you think my opinion on the situation is going to come in and change anything? No. Like families have died. People
Generations of
have been
families.
fighting. I don't care. They're gonna fight. That's just what happens. Like, why would I post some shit on my Instagram? oh, support Palestine, support Israel.
I don't.
You don't understand
I don't
the
know
motives of these people.
The inner workings of the dynamics. Of
As an
those
American,
countries,
I care more about the South Side of Chicago. I care more about fucking Baltimore.
Have you seen the homeless situation?
The homeless situation.
Because you've never been to Palestine.
America was.
Well, it's not that. It's that I actually live here.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
I
sure
can change this.
America was just classified a
I don't
third
live
world
there.
country by
America was classified as a third world country.
by certain parts of the UN. Yeah,
We-
because
we might be.
we're in their situations where like the poverty level, the homeless crisis, like the drug use, the amount of like Americans that suffer from mental illness, the amount
Nigga,
of,
you
and
contributed
don't
to
have
that
help.
shit.
For
That's
sure.
all you, my boy.
Well, yeah, like it's the environment I was raised in.
Yeah, that's true. That's a
This
good
is
point.
America, you know.
That's a good point.
Childish Gambino,
It came back to me. Conan O'Brien. Right?
Conan, one of the
That's
best.
that's late in my show I want to have.
That's probably he's probably the best.
He's
to
my
ever do
favorite.
it.
He's my favorite. I couldn't think of his name. Like, why?
You put Bill Burr on too. That was
Yeah.
sick. It's OG.
But that is like, for me as like a late night comedy. I took a late night writing class, and like it just put me on as like, oh, I've been watching this for so long. I didn't even know this was like a lane for like comics.
What's really cool is you can do all these things and still pursue comedy.
Yeah.
Like it's never like it's off the table.
Game
Yeah.
show host.
Yeah.
15 minutes a night.
Like, I would love to do game show host. Like, bro,
That'd be
I
sick.
we
You'd be good at it.
Yeah,
we do that.
we
You got
do
a
that.
really cool kind of like bounce off style. Yeah.
We do trivia.
True.
Trivia. Like we like.
Did you see the post that we just did? Check it out after the pod.
I'd have to, yeah.
Yeah, we did like.
Check
a
it out, guys.
trivia.
Both their Instagrams are in the description below, by the way. So give these guys a look and
Like-
hit like on all their stuff, man.
What we're trying to do is take the idea of we have as a show and
Right.
take it on the road. Okay, so we take it on the
Ooh,
road.
yeah, okay.
We do it in different places, build a fan base.
Kill Tony did it.
Yeah, and like
They did it
Tony
really
style.
well.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's
And obviously, not like I'm just using the example. They
Yeah.
they toured, and then eventually the tour went international.
No, you're right. And that's exactly the thing.
Now
we
they're
wanna-
doing it arena.
The way we want to base it is kind of like that. Like we go to different cities and use their comics and
Right.
like try to tap in with them.
no, we can't tell them the
Yeah,
plan. We
you're
can't
right,
tell you how
you're
to
right. No,
plan.
I know,
We're just telling you
I
what
know,
we're
I'm
trying
just
to.
saying.
We're trying to tell
But
you.
that's what we have in common with them.
Yeah.
It's like that's basically what we have in common.
like that the idea of a show. Like if we can get it popping here, bro. Come on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it didn't even take long. It didn't even really take long.
Yeah,
It
a
took
year
me-
and a half.
Yeah, once the audience is
But
like, it
now
seems
we
like you have
have-
that, and then you add just like a factor of like, hey,
Year and a
also
half,
we're
but
featuring this guy.
We're so much better now.
Mhm.
So now we can go on the road. You know,
That's cool to
now-
think that way, man. You know, like
Like we should be on the road, bro. We should be on the road, hitting places.
Shit,
like,
I do be on the road, man.
I mean, we would be on the road.
You
we
have
just
been.
went to,
Yeah.
just did.
you did a little tour.
went to
Yeah.
Ottawa, California.
Wow.
Did a theater.
Like
Really?
you ever
Yeah.
for the black
Sick.
people, for the black people that I don't know if your followers have black people.
I got like 6.
But
Just
it
kidding,
wasn't
yeah.
like Ottawa, like Atlanta, nigga. It was like Ottawa, California.
It was 7,000 feet up in the air, bro. So we like on a mountain. We had to drive all the way up, man. And he didn't tell me shit about this, bro. So I'm just driving. I'm like, it's like take a left and take this road for like 36 miles. I'm like, nigga, this road is steep as shit. 26 miles.
Yeah.
All the way up. It just kept going up. Terrible. Terrible.
Cool, man.
Terrible.
26. That's dope. Yeah, what time we at? 11:58? Friday, almost there. That's cool. Like, think about milestones. Like, I just did my 366 set last night. So I was trying to hit like a year's worth of comedy in a year. My anniversary will be the 24th. So, did you guys ever like count sets or like, what was like the first year of comedy like for you? Like, what did you take away
It was
from
right
that?
before the pandemic started. So,
Really? So you're like 4 years in?
Yeah, I'm really
That's Zoom comedy.
He was. I wasn't even.
Zoom
I never
comedy?
did
You
that.
did that?
Hell yeah.
Oh my goodness, what was that like?
It was shitty.
It sounds awful.
It was very awful. But hey, look, Zoom comedy paid me more money than actual physical comedy,
Really? I never downloaded Zoom.
bro.
I don't know how I made it through.
I did so many online shows, bro. It's like ridiculous, and I wasn't even like there. And
Thanks, man. That's crazy. So, how do you like prepare for that? What's the audience like? There's so many questions I have about Zoom comedy. I would rather ask you like what
you gotta wait
if you
for
could
jokes.
if you could take away like what's the most important thing you took away from like your first years worth of going on stage?
Well, I learned what not to do, bro. I didn't learn what to do at all. I learned what not to do.
You learn just getting on stage, like at the same time, double fisting. But you just get on stage, bro. Like that's really the main thing. Like the my first week of doing comedy, a guy came up to me. He was like, it was my third set at the same. I did my third set at the same spot, Border House in Baltimore.
Okay.
The guy came up to me. He was like, okay. He was like, look, you are funny. Like he's like, you got a lot of work to do. He was like, you got better from like my first ever time. Like I went on stage, I fucking bombed, bro. Bombed
Really?
hard, like in the ground.
No chuckles?
Nothing.
Dang.
Like
That's rough.
once I got off stage, I literally said to myself, I was just like, I'm gonna get off stage before I embarrass myself more.
Even further?
Even further.
How many minutes do you think you did?
I did like 30 seconds, bro. I'm not even going like I wasn't up there. I wasn't there.
Just like, nope.
The host slide.
Music's not even done yet.
He's like, get back. What stage?
He just got back to the back of the room.
And then literally right after that, bro, like the girl I was dating at the time, like she went on stage, like she signed, because she just open mic, so anybody can sign up. She signed on stage. She went like 2 after me and fucking murdered, bro.
Really?
So mad, bro. Like just, what are we doing right now?
I love that.
Rain the light, everything. The host is just like,
You stuck with it though. Like,
of course, yeah.
that's cool. Why?
I don't even know, bro. I just like doing it. Like, it's not even. I just like comedy, bro. Like I like making people laugh, bro. That's something that I like doing. Like
Me too, man.
it's like a cool feeling of making somebody laugh coming up to you, like somebody talking to you after a set, and like I've done comedy enough to know like there's a reason why I'm doing comedy.
Yeah.
Like I did a set one time, bro. Somebody came up to me, he was like, bro, like, yo, after the set, bro, he was like touched, bro. It's like I don't know how to make people feel touched. Like I touched him in a way.
Right? Yeah.
Like
I think I've only had that once,
but
but
This thing.
it's ethereal. It's a
But-
weird feeling.
he came up to me, he was like, I was having like a shitty week, bro. A lot of shit happened. I was not gonna come to the show, bro. And he was like, just thank you, bro. Like you set really like. He was just happy.
Changed
like,
his whole perspective.
Yeah, like he just was like, I was about to do some bad. He's like, I'm about to do some bad stuff tonight, bro. He's like, I came here, bro. Like you did something for me. And like somebody telling you that, you don't even know how to like it. Like I am.
Yeah. How do you process that
Yeah.
as just like a human?
Yeah, like
It's like, whoa, power.
it's a weird feeling, bro. And like I don't know how to sometimes like wrap my head around that.
I know that somebody did that to me. Like after I went through that breakup last year, like I did 13 sets between November 2021 and then February 2022. Just 13. 12 at the Madhouse and 1 at this place called the Alley in OB. I don't know if you guys know. It's
I've heard of it.
yeah, don't go there. It's a bad place for bad people.
That was where you.
I went there, yeah. I bombed so bad.
Oh yeah.
I
That's how
ate
we
it.
blacked out though, right?
That's not it. No, this is like garbage.
Bad
ass.
place, real bad place. The nigga.
OB's full of bad places. I don't know why I live there, but like, no, like I bombed for 4.5 minutes straight. In the last 30 seconds, I got like a little chuckle, and then Josh was like, "Hey, dude, that joke you did at the end, like that's someone else's. You can't do that." There's this thing about Willy Wonka like owning slaves, and like there's 4 dead kids in the factory. Like,
You came up with all that in the clutch.
No, that was just
In
like
the last 30 seconds.
I wrote like 6 pages on Willy Wonka, and I thought it was like
We was
good
normal
material.
for we was normal. Okay, I just got it.
Sorry,
Y'all seeing what I'm seeing.
Basically, set 13 was so bad that I quit, and I was like, I'm not funny. I shouldn't do this. There's no reason for me to do comedy. Even though like in my phone I'm still writing jokes, like I'm still writing little concepts. Like I think this might be funny. And then like 8 months later, I went through that breakup with that girl. Like you abused her all the bits, and I was just like slumped for 2 months, dude. I just like wanted to die. Like I hated life. And yeah, it was
I'm
bad.
So sorry,
I know
bro.
there was
This
other
just
shit.
keeps kidding. Like, I thought this was about us, you guys. I thought this was our episode, nigga. God damn.
Get into it.
No, I'm talking shit, you guys. I
Dude,
fucking
so
love you guys. I fucking love Seabass.
Basically, Well,
talking
he
to
was
the
he was
Seabass
saying
tonight.
he was saying that he had this thing that like this guy come to him.
He's just trying to find his
So-
way in the ocean. You know what I mean?
I-
Just another sea bass.
I love it. I haven't slept in a long time. I'm trying my best. I've been working since midnight. You got like.
Nigga, it is like 10 o'clock in the
I
morning.
know it is.
God
I did a
damn.
set. I did a
It is
set at 9
definitely
p.m.
It is noon. God damn.
Did a set at 9 p.m. and then I worked from midnight until right now because I wanted to do the podcast with you guys.
Oh, yeah,
But look,
thanks.
basically, like I was sad for 2 months. It sucked, and I went to go to the Comedy Store in LA with my buddy Andrew. Shout out to Andrew Coulter. He's like a big celeb on the channel, and
On the channel.
that doesn't even make any sense. But I do love you, bro. I hope.
How are you a big celebrity
So,
on another?
I went to the Comedy Store to go see the Secret Show. Like, I'm such an idiot. To go see Red Band's Secret Show,
Yeah.
and even though like I'm kind of depressed, but like I'm excited about comedy. So, this dude, have you heard of Casey Rocket?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
basically.
guy's cool.
He is- We'll get back to you in a second.
Hey, nah, it's all
No,
good.
but he made me like almost. I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard I almost peed. Like, and I forgot for a few minutes that I was sad.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, this is the power that you can have with it. And that's when I went home and I grabbed my joke book out and was like, do I have anything that's like kind of good? Went through all 13 of those sets, picked like 5 bits. The only one that survived is like the dark side of the moon and the Wizard of Oz joke. I still do that sometimes.
I seen that.
Yeah, that one. So that was like an OG part of the OG squad. And now it's like, I started October 24th, 2022, set 14, yesterday 366. So it's like really try to throw the work in on that one for sure. Because the Ralphie May masterclass on YouTube said like, you know, for the first 90 days you should be doing 3 clubs a night every night no matter what. Like no girlfriend unless she's going with you. Like if you really want to do this, like take it seriously. Like write as much as you can, get out there, do it every night, and
As much as you can, man. Niggas
yeah,
still got jobs.
obviously, yeah. Like, you know, you have to make sure your bills are paid and stuff
Yeah,
too.
like who the fuck does that? Every
hard to
night
survive,
for 7
man.
days a week. That shit's hard.
Like
yeah.
my first, I would say I started going every week. So my first 90 days, I was doing 2 clubs, but 3 shows, like 3 mics a week.
Yep.
I used to like fuck off a lot in the beginning. I would only do like once, twice a week. But
Was
I
there-
would make a lot of online content, and
That's
that
like-
helps.
That's something I want to do more. Is
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
I'm
I would
gonna
do
not
online shit.
fade from comedy, but like build like an online presence for comedy. Like people are very like
I love that. Yeah, trying to do something similar. I've been doing that for like.
if you have an online presence, it's just like you're in there. People fuck with you and wherever they're at. You know what I'm saying? And you can just say I'm doing a show, and you can, like we're gonna be like, oh, we're doing a show in San Diego. We're doing multiple spots. Come through. We built a fan base here. You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna go to like different cities at Vegas and
It's cool to have a home base.
to have these shows.
San Diego's gonna miss you, man. It won't be the same without you.
Thank you, bro. Hey, thanks
So
for
some
having
real
us,
stuff.
bro.
Absolutely. Thanks for being on the pod.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely. Do you guys want to plug any dates? Or?
No, not right now. Well, I mean, obviously, every fucking Thursday at Oside Bar and Grill, we have our show, but I'm moving right now.
The last one is next week, right?
The last one's next week, yeah. I don't have anything
Are you gonna
set
take
up
over
yet.
or just gonna call it there?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Next Thursday, Oside Bar and Grill. Show's time is at 9.
Starts at 9 every
Starts at
single
9. I'll put the address down below, or you guys can look it up. I've said it 6 times. Do you have any dates for stuff?
No dates.
We're in the move right now. We're doing some shit.
Just follow me on the Grammy Gram.
Yeah, and you have a YouTube channel for your sketches and
Coastal
stuff?
Comedy Network. You can catch all of our stuff on YouTube.
I'll add that. That's not in the description, but it will be later, because
Yeah.
I don't have that.
And then just Demetrius L. Jackson everywhere else. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that shit.
TikTok. These guys are
TikTok. Got some
they're
shit.
they're TikToking on the clock. Oh my God, it's so stupid. Anyway, appreciate you very much, gentlemen. Thank you so much for doing this.
Hey,
It's been a hell of a ride. And thank you so much for tuning in to the Galactic Seabass podcast. My name is Sebastian Fowler. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you tuning in. Catch these guys on the internet. Catch this guy in Chicago. This guy's in San Diego doing all kinds of stuff. I will be at the Nautilus Tavern next Wednesday, and then I'm doing their show on Thursday right here at the Oside Sports Bar and Grill. Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we did it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate all of you watching. Haven't been able to read your comments yet, but if you have anything that we didn't address, leave it in the comments below. Like, subscribe, you know, all the generic YouTube stuff. I love you very much. Thanks for tuning in. This was podcast 23.
This nigga loves
Jay's on my feet.
He loves counting some shit, man.
You have
I've
Vans on right
I
now.
have Vans on my feet. I've never worn a pair of Jordans in my life. Maybe no. I had a pair of Air Force Ones once
That
at
doesn't
middle
count.
school.
You handle J's on.
8 Air Force
Those aren't
Ones on
J's,
J's.
right?
Nah, hell no.
What are we doing?
All right.
Okay, thanks for tuning in. That's okay. Have a good.
You want to help us pass these flyers out, bro?
All right, yeah, let's do it. I'm down to help out.
All right, cool.
Thanks for tuning in. You guys are great. See you later. Bye.
Oh shit, you still live? Hey, bro, you know what you gotta do now, right?